And please center yourself in the middle. And you want to lightly touch the black with your toe, with your feet. Is it too low or are you comfortable? And you can place gently your arm to your hand to the keyboard. Do you feel this too low or high? How do you feel? Maybe more obvious. So it's always important for organists to check the bench first before you start. Great. Let's see. And lightly touch the pedal. And can you reach the black key, all the black key? That's good. Yes. And before we start, for playing the pedal, we are going to use the ankle of your feet, not the leg. And you want to position yourself in the center. So when you have to reach the upper voice or the treble C, you want to have your left foot becomes an anchor, and then you turn right as waiting on the left foot.
Which is middle C?
So that's the middle C. Yes. So when you play it, and let's have the pedal. Like pedal ready for foot. And get up. Yes. So that's how you're going to position yourself. And this is the grate, and this is a swell. This is for the swell box that's linked to, and this is grate that's linked to over there. And then you can see the pedal registration on the left side. And let's move on. And so we are going to learn today two skills for legato, making legato. So one is called substitution and glissando for your manure. And we'll also apply same thing to the pedal, and they will get put together, and then we are going to one of the organ repertoire today. And let's learn the substitution skill first. So substitution is necessary skill for playing organ because we make phrase line by articulating and making connections from one note to one note. So let's start the first, the ascending notes from the beginning. Good, and continue. Excellent, and stop there. So this time you're going to use the substitution skills to make nice legato, and it's important for fingerings because we are using the fingerings to make a nice substitutions. So for example, we are going to play the first note 1 3, and you're going to make a nice legato to the next voice, and then you're switching your second to the first and 4 to 3, and you continue, and you're switching fingerings and going up to the climax. And up to the high notes, you're going to make seamless, connected big slur. Can you try with the right hand? Good, and switch finger. Good. Excellent. Good, excellent. So we are going to go up, and now we are going to make these two different pitch level nice legato. So instead of, and we are pretending there's a big slur, so we are going to connect every note. Can you try maybe from 2 measures? Good, and substitute. And last note. Excellent. And you're going to apply the same skill to your left hand. And the technique is same, but you're going to use 2 4 with a 1 3, and you'll continue going down. Let's play just first two measures. And substitute. Good, and substitute. Nice, that's well played. Let's put together for first two measures. Good. And substitute. Nice. Nice resonating sound. Great, let's end up. And we're working on the next skill, the finger glissando. For this one, we have two different types. So when you say finger glissando in general, you're going to use the fifth or fourth fingers to sliding from one to one. And there's a thumb glissando that we will also use a lot from the actual repertoire, that you're going to slide down your thumb to the next one and descending and going to ascending. So there's a slight sliding. And the first exercise, we are going to use four finger scale 5 and 4 to slide from black key to white and fourth to sliding down. Let's do the right hand, just the top voice for two measures. Good. Good, and then you're going up with a pinky, the fifth finger to go up. Good, and sliding down. And fourth. Good, sliding down. Excellent. And now let's add your thumb to stationed on the B flat. And we're going to just play the first two measures. Good. Excellent. And sliding down. Good. And starting new notes. Good. Sliding down. Excellent. Nice legato. And let's play, it's going to be mirrored. So now the glissando will be very low voice. So let's just play the low voice with the fifth finger and the fourth finger. Yeah, let's continue. Good. So let's make it octave lower, and let's find the G flat. Good. That's perfect. That's where it is. Yes. And let's play just the two measures. First two measures. Good. And sliding up, and play with your fifth finger. Good. And sliding up, and fourth finger, and sliding up. Good. And we're going to add a thumb on the G flats. Play all together and sliding up. Good. So this is very dissonant. Yes. And going up. Excellent. And let's do all together. Now let's make your right hand to octave lower, so it's in the middle range. And let's play one more time, just the two measures. Good. Nice legato. Chord contrary motions, that this direction is coming together. It's not moving parallel. So there's a parallel motion and there's contrary motion, and this is the example of the contrary motions. And let's apply the same skills of substitutions to the feet. So we are going to do toe to toe skill first. So in the shoes, this is a toe and this is the heel. And we usually mark the toe as a wedge mark. And for heel, we use the rounded mark. And for this one, keep left foot forward in upper half of the pedal board and right foot forward in the lower half. So let's play the pickup to the first measure. And we're going to play, let's do just the first measure. So you're going to start from, yes. The base C is on the center, so you want to shift a little bit to the up. Yes. So let's do the F sharp. Yes. And you're going upper, and then left foot comes to, yes, the upper part. Good. And there's a big leap. Good. And while you're playing, your right foot goes to there's a G 4-step up. Good. And when you play the feet, trying to play on the center of the key. Okay, let's play one more time, just the first 3 measures, and you made a good substitutions, one foot for the other. Good, go to E and A, find A, good, and substitute, and big leap, octave lower, good, and one more, good, and substitute, good, and we are going to do the glissando to the black key to black key, and this time you're going to use the toe, and let's find the F sharp, bass F sharp. So the glissando is also marked with a dash, and let's play from the exercise 1. Switch to the right foot, up, continue, good. So something, there's a rule that if the marks are on the top, it's played by right foot, and if it's in the bottom, you will play the left foot. So we will work on the only right foot for first 2 measures, because all the marks are on the top of above the stamp, above the notes. So let's just have right foot ready. Starting the same thing, good sight reading, and then you want to make a nice glissando for these 2 on the toe part that's linked with dash. Start. Good. And slide up. Excellent. Good. Good. And let's do the glissando practice on the left foot. So starting from the bottom G sharp. Good. And heel, good, back to toe, and glissando, going down and toe, up, heel, go up to toe. Nice. making those glissando. And since we learned about how to make legato and nice phrasing, there's another important factor in playing organ we call articulations. So there's a 4 types of articulation we'll go through today. So there's a 4 sets of the articulation. So interesting part of organ is we don't see those marks in individual repertoire. But we decide, and this is the skill that performers should be trained and equipped as organists. So there's a 4, we make the 4 categories to how to make the articulations, and it's up to the genre of the repertoire or the fast. Like the tempi also important, how to you make the articulations. So we will start from the slow to the fast, and we are going to start maybe very choral prelude like. And let's play the first example with your right hand. And you want to make exaggerated durations and make very like big tenuto, like weighting down and connecting throughout these 2 brackets. Start. Good. Excellent. And now we are moving on to more prescending notes, and this is called cantabile style, and this has more forward motions. And now we are going to phrase idea, like musical idea, by the 4 notes, the bracket of the 8th notes. Good, slight detach, and good. And we are moving on to the next one. So we have a detaching and unaccented notes. So there's a detaching, but this will be accented notes. On the first notes will be accented notes. So this is for fast, rhythmic, and marked piece. So let's play. So you want to make nice attachment for first 2, and then make detachment for rest of 3. Good. That's excellent sight reading. For the organ, the piano skills are slightly differently delivered. So even though it's a staccato, you don't want to make like hand gestures. So you're just thinking about very still motions. So yes, not as the staccato in piano, but you're thinking of the staccato as detachment. Yes. Do you wanna try one more time? Good. Excellent. Good. And the last example, notes are detached. So even we made a slightly attached, but now it's going to be tenuto, like accent first, and then you're going to make all the detached sound. And this is excellent piece for the light, like toccata or something very flash, marching piece. And let's play the last example. Great. And let's move on to the manual and pedal together practice. So we're going to use the substitution skills here and on the pedal and the manual. And let's do only manual first. So the right hand, the first, and then left hand in the bottom, and then we have a 3 step, and the last is a pedal, and the middle one is left hand. And let's find the swell, which is the upper rank, and play. this is the example of substitution that we used. And for you did a good job for switching the fingers. And this time, for the different pitch, you want to make a nice legato. Yes. For example, for the C to B, so the lower voice is going down, you want to make nice legato, more attached, and thinking as this largo and like a big slur. And there's no repeated notes. So let's do it from one more time and thinking about more making legato, attaching the pitch to pitch. Start. D minor and it ends with D majors. And you want to make sure you play B flat. That's very important in the harmonic progress. And let's move on to the pedal. And the pedal is the solo. So we are going to use the 4-foot solo pedal. And let's do a little louder and let's play the octave 4. So let's play only pedal from the beginning to the end. Great sight reading. So for playing organ, we will use a lot of strategy to practice pedal alone and hands alone and putting together. So when you practice only pedal, you can actually put your arm, hands to the bench, so you can have the balanced weight as well. And there's another rule for the marking for the pedal. So if you see the bracket all the way up on the above the stamp, above the notes, and this means that you will play the right foot throughout. And if you see another bracket that's underneath the notes, you will play with the left foot. And now let's make it more legato, attached sound. It's a largo and smooth and trying to be more flowy. And let's play starting from the beginning. Switch to left foot. Good, and detach. Excellent. So for the organ music, the motif is very important. And since the solo now is on the pedal, so this is the musical idea, the motif. And you want to make it recognizable for motif is you use the breath mark or the detach. So once you played the dotted half notes and before you move on to the pick up the quarter notes, you want to have a slight rest, like such as like 16 note rest. So make sure, so there's one group and there's another motifs comes and then there's another and then it goes to the cadence in the end. So there's the four ideas coming up. Okay. And let's play all together now. And play slowly. Good. So we didn't get pulling up all together. So this the one thing really important is the melody, like the main voice. So you want to have a slight detach, so you know and listeners know what's the motive, what's the musical idea, what's the main idea. So you want to have a detach and more listen to the melody and make a nice detach sound. And you did a good job for making good substitution on the right hand on the manual. And it's very hard for organists to have the main melody in the bottom of the feet because we usually pick up the notes on the right hand. So this can be challenging, but you did a great job. And let's play one more time and trying to listen more the melody on the pedal. So when you release the notes, you want to release all together. Otherwise, the other music will be still hearable. Yes. So the attack sounding all together is very important. Unlike other instruments, this is very present. What you play and what you not, because it's opening pipe. So you want to attack together and then you release the same thing all together. And last, we will play more one Baroque piece. So this is called Allein Gutz in der Holzei Air by Friedrich Wilhelm Jacob. So he is the German composer, and this is for the choral prelude. So what is choral prelude? Have you heard of choral prelude? Okay, so the choral means hymn in German, and so choral prelude is combined the melody of choral, and you're going to play the counterpart. So there's accompaniment of the choral. So the All Glory Be to God on High will be the main melody for this piece. But this piece, we're only going through the first part. So this is A, B section. So we're going to just the first half. And let's just play with the and this is only manual, so you don't worry about the pedal. So we will listen more legato, what we learned from the skill today, and trying to make nice legato. Okay, let's play right hand for, yeah, let's sight read. Good. Great. So the choral is the upper notes. Tan 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 tan. And there's the repeated notes, and make sure that all the repeated notes should be detached. Tan tan, and then you're starting the second verse, the first verse and second verse, and let's do one more time and pay attention. The repeated notes should be detached. And substitute to the fifth. Good. Good. And slight detachments because it's repeated notes. Good. Good. There's a glissando skill. And substitute. Good. And something very interesting with the organ is, so you need to make attached while you're making detached. For example, since this is the detached note, so you want to, it's the repeated note, you want to make detached sound, but you also want to make it this as legato. So for example, so you're playing here, and you lift your melody and starting. So I still hear the lower voice, so it's continuing. And let's play on the grades. So we have a nice 4 flute, yes. Good, that's the idea. Okay, and let's only play the left hand. Just the left hand. maybe I would interpret to make slight detach. Bum. Yep. And then this one I would make slight detach. Tan tan ta ra ra ran tan 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 ti ra ra ra. And the third and slightly, yes. So there's a slightly, you're making kind of formula, so like slightly and then go up. Yes. So for the organ music, there's a lot of articulation that you can apply with a detach and attach. And let's play all together to the first part. And slight detach going up and going descending and detach on the main melody. Good. Nice substitution. Great! Yeah, you did excellent for the substituting and made nice legato, and then you can also add some more musical interpretation as adding the detachment sound. And always listen for the main melody when you play the choral. Do you have any questions? Yep. Yeah, so thank you. So this is the end of the lesson. Yes, thank you.